But then we do a family movie night once a week with my kiddos, and my kids are now teenagers, and so it's been fun for my wife and I to really play around with like, okay, well, have you seen this movie? Have you seen, like, we're playing around with like, well, what are the movies, because we're not watching Disney Pixar movies anymore. And so we watched The Breakfast Club. Now I've seen that movie 15, 20 times. My kids ate it up. But the part that really got me was how uncomfortable I was, because I was no longer identifying with any of the kids. I was identifying with Vernon, and I was really upset about it. I was like, and it was just this weird, like, intrusive, cranky thought, like, am I that much of a jerk? Like, what? Because like I was getting frustrated that the kids were being, like, they were being defiant and disrespectful, and I had experienced some of those very similar, disrespectful, defiant behaviors. And I was like, he's just trying to do his job. Like, he's just trying. And I was like having this empathy for Vernon. I was like, wait, he's the bad guy. Like, I can't be empathizing with Vernon. And so it got me really spinning off into this. Brene Brown calls them like this, like, shame storm or something, or like where you're just, or like a vulnerability storm, where was like just feeling like, oh my gosh, am I really jerky? I don't remember if I had a particularly bad week that week, or if I yelled a lot during the week. But watching that movie, I was like, okay. I just got to thinking about, like, especially that scene in the basement when he is with just Bender by himself. Like, that really got me. Like, I was like sick to my stomach, because you can see how um, I'm very sensitive. Like, you had mentioned that toxic positivity. Just in my personal upbringing, I'm very sensitive to toxic masculinity, and trying to, like, be this authoritarian and one up, keep raising the stakes because Bender was just not having it. Like, that's the like the biggest thing with kids, when like teachers are feeling like they're losing controls, because the kids have just been like, I don't care what you do, like, whatever you're. And then it's like, no, you have to care. You have to care that I'm. So you keep upping the ante, you keep upping the stakes. And that scene in the basement really freaked me out, because I was like, he really took it too far. Like, he took it way too far. And so that's what, having all that time thinking about that, and then just thinking about, no, I'm not Vernon. I know I'm not Vernon, but why? What is it about that trope that I'm identifying with, that archetype? And then, but who am I? Like, how do I reconcile those similarities and differences?